Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now it's Rodgers. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin from 10 yards out. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, can't. Hurry up.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one too low.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. That's solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this Steeler defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A shotgun snap, Fields. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And Wilson in motion left. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
26. Hey, take 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to throw. Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Snap comes at 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That grab, another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300.
And again, it's Rodgers.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
But you're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
On the out route, he
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Easy. Right.
Fields now to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
They'll go again with Hall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
No. Box it.
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braylon Allen with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Angel. Here we go.
Now Fields.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Micah Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
50. Hey, you back on.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff take a peek, and we'll take a break.
6:30.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Over 50. Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Inside. Yeah, this. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th. Offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now it's Fields. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here, Mike. 26.
Rodgers throwing here.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
A give running right is Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.